Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video, and today we are going to be taking this beautiful Boeing 777-F from a Korean Air cargo, and we're going to be taking off from Seoul Incheon Airport, and we're going to be heading all the way over to Kuala Lumpur. And from what I remember, this is about a 6-hour flight, so not too long, not too short. It's a pretty cool flight. We are going to be doing a morning departure, as you can see, but we're going to go ahead and stop talking, and we are going to step onto this plane. Back in the shorter 777, as you guys can see, the screens are just now turning on. Alright, first things first, we're going to go to SimBrief and get our data from SimBrief, and as y'all can see, we are in Seoul, and it is about 6 a.m. right now. I believe it's just about 6 a.m. and yeah, the sun is just about to rise, and the skies, they do look pretty cool. But anyways, we're going to put in our coordinates, okay, just like that. We're going to come up here, we're going to get our, request our data, but hold on, let's look on departures and arrivals real quick. We're going to come down here, and we're going to request our data from SimBrief. Alright, the FMC is just about complete. What we're going to do is we're going to set our runway heading, and we have an initial altitude of 5,000, and then we're going to climb a bit more. And then after we get done with this, we're going to go and do our exterior walk around. Alright, so now that the exterior walk around is complete, we're going to go ahead and shut the doors, and we're going to go ahead and... Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, there we go. Now everything's off the ground. The doors are closed, like, slowly closing, which... I don't know why. But I guess if it's to ensure safety, or to ensure that you don't damage the doors, then cool. We're going to go ahead and turn on the hydraulics, though, real quick, because we need those in order to... to control the plane. And we don't need the center pumps on because we don't have enough fuel for that. We don't have enough fuel in the tanks to have them on. We're gonna complete our checklist, and we're gonna we're gonna go ahead and do our conduct our little pushback. So we'll do that right now, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and start engine number 2. So this plane is now ready for departure. We got everything we need to get done, and we're gonna go ahead and taxi onto our designated runway. Alright, so we have now reached our designated runway at 33 rights, and once we line up, we're going to let the G90s roar and take it into the skies.
Airspeed's live. Knots.
Wait, hold up. I don't forgot to set my V1 speeds. Rookie mistake.
V1. V2. Positive rate of climb.
We are now finally off the ground, and we are in the skies where we belong. I am going to be quiet for most of the flight, so I just want you guys to sit back and relax and enjoy this 6-hour flight all the way over to Kuala Lumpur. Alright, welcome back everyone. We're now going to start our descent into Kuala Lumpur. We're going to descend down to 21,000 feet, and then we're going to go a bit further after that. Alright, so now that we are going on our final turn here, we're going to go ahead and put in our ref speed and our flaps. That way, and then we also have our landing performances as well. So, and I will be hand flying this approach, but it is a bit foggy, so I'm going to let the plane fly a little bit more, and then I'm just going to take control. Alright, so I can now see the runway a bit better. So now what I'm gonna do, momentarily, actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Alright, my plane, let's do it. Because we're gonna manually fly. We are kind of experiencing a bit of wind here, but it's all good. Disconnect auto thrust as well. That way I have the throttles. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. We do have some trees in a way, but I mean that's not. We'll be just fine as long as we avoid them. This should be a smooth landing. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you guys to Kuala Lumpur. Alright, so we are now at our gate. Well, not our gate, our cargo terminal where we're supposed to be at. Let's go ahead and park this massive aircraft, and we're going to go ahead and shut it down. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this 6-hour flight. Well, it was uneventful. Nothing bad. Just a smooth cruise. We did hit a bit of turbulence, but it's all good though. So a total time of being in the sky was about 5 hours and 55 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and shut down the aircraft. And just want to thank you guys again for joining me, and I will have another video up as soon as possible. Well, I'm gonna see you guys in our next one.